This is the Roz and Mocha Retro Show.
Hello, everybody! Look at us, back at it again. Another retro podcast with myself, Shem. That is Maria. That's Damn It, Maury. This is where we dig into the archives of the Roz Mocha Show, and we tell you some of our favorite moments. Maury, what is the theme today?
Like over 10 years ago, 2013. Everything's from 2013.
Okay, all right. Do you know how long ago 2013 was?
I do. Okay, Maria, go ahead.
All right, thank you very much.
I'm not answering that question.
All right, Maria, you get to go first.
Okay, so back in 2013, the year we've all been talking about, Mocha loved Lego. He might still love Lego.
Pretty sure.
But what Roz did was quiz him on Lego trivia. So take a listen to see how this went.
2013, let's listen.
Roz and Mocha Retro 2013.
My kid still plays with the big Lego. Okay. Or I don't know what they call it, Duplo or something like that. I don't even know what it is. And so now I'm fascinated with kid stuff. Mainly, when you have a kid, anybody who knows this, I spend so much of my time worrying about... It's so stupid. Drying Play-Doh.
Worrying about what?
Drying Play-Doh. Play-Doh
Drying Play-Doh?
It's so expensive. And I walk around the house all day, and all I do is ball up Play-Doh and put it back in its containers.
Oh, because it gets like rock hard.
And then my kid takes it back out. And I hate when she mixes the colors, and all she wants to do is mix the colors. So then she's has
a kid. That's
5 containers of green.
Yeah.
That's all you wind up with. But Lego I enjoy, so we're playing Lego yesterday. First of all, is it I'm reading a fascinating article on Lego, by the way, is all I'm doing. Do you say Lego as that is the plural, or do you say Legos?
No, Lego.
Lego. Some people say Legos. Growing up, there's like 2
Legos.
Because that's
what's I'm gonna go play Legos.
Yeah. What's the plural of Lego? Is it like moose?
Yeah, it's just Lego.
Okay, some people disagree with you. Anyway, I'm reading a fascinating article where they talked to one of the guys at Lego, where he said basically both are wrong. It's referred to Lego as the singular thing, so it's Lego bricks. Lego building, Lego products. Now, how many Lego bricks are produced each year? This is the thing that kills me here. How many Lego bricks are produced every year? Maury, you want to get in on this?
Oh, man.
Okay. How many bricks of Lego, and anybody else who's listening in your car right now, I find this fascinating. Okay, damn it,
I'm a Lego expert.
I didn't know we were talking to a Lego expert.
Oh, here we go.
Okay.
I'm obsessed with Lego.
How many Lego bricks are produced each year?
2 million?
Maury.
3.4 million.
3.4 million. Approximately 19 billion Lego elements are produced per year. 2.16 million are molded every hour, 36,000 every minute. Now, approximately how many bricks has Lego made since their inception, since 1958?
Just for the record, they started making those in 19 whatever he said, but they started before that in the 40s.
Okay. Oh, nobody cares.
As toy cars.
Yeah, nobody cares. How many bricks of Lego has Lego produced since 1958?
50 billion.
Maury.
23 trillion.
Trillion?
Well, do the math.
Okay, Maury. Hang on.
Okay, Maury, here. Okay, yeah, Maury, we'll do the math. Okay, Maury, get your pen.
No, I'm not doing the math.
You said do the math.
Okay.
There's a pen right here. Okay, so the stat before that was approximately 19 billion Lego elements are produced per year. 19 billion Lego elements are produced per year.
19B.
2.16 million are molded every hour, 36,000 every minute. Now, keep in mind that these numbers were not the numbers over the course. In 1958, they were not doing 19 billion pieces of Lego a year when they first started. So you have to factor that in. So you have to factor in growth of the company, trade when they started selling it worldwide.
It was billions.
But you said, what did you say?
I'm saying 17 trillion.
Yeah, 17 trillion.
Yeah.
Okay.
Am I wrong?
Are you doing the math?
You don't have to write 17 trillion down. That's not
We gave Maury a piece of paper and a pen, and the only thing he wrote on it was 17 trillion.
No, here's what he did. He wrote 19 billion with an arrow pointing down, and it says 17 trillion. You have to tell us how you got to that number, Maury.
Yeah, you got to show your work as you had to in school.
No, the arrow represents
anyway, so
years.
More than 400 billion Lego bricks have been produced since 1958.
Wow.
This is the shocker here. There are 62 Lego bricks for every person on the planet.
No!
Yeah.
That is insane, dude.
Yeah, 400 billion bricks of Lego.
So how many billion are in a trillion? Then we'll get to my 17 trillion.
We don't have time for this. It's called Google, Maury. Actually, no, it's called grade 6. Now, actually, it's called grade 4.
They don't teach trillion in grade 4.
Okay. Anyway.
Then Roxy would know the answer to this.
Roxy is not even 4. Have you ever met anybody who's worse with numbers than Damn It Maury?
Nope.
Wow.
Actually, yes. A newborn.
Wow.
They don't teach trillion in grade 4.
I never got into Lego as a kid.
Loved Lego.
Never did.
I mean, I'm from a girl household. Like, we never played with Lego.
Yeah. More, you said you're into Lego?
Lego saved my life.
What do you mean?
Because I was playing in the living room with Lego, and I used to build grocery stores.
Okay.
And I leaned down in our old apartment. Broke into the old apartment. Bare Naked Ladies.
What's
and
happening?
I leaned. Bare Naked Ladies.
Just burst into song. You gotta let it rock. Go ahead.
And I leaned down and picked up a piece of Lego. At that exact moment that I was picking up a piece of Lego, the roof caved in and sliced the coffee table in half right where I was sitting.
Oh my God. It literally saved your life.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Wow. Okay. I did not expect
That's
that
crazy.
at all. Okay.
Hey, also in 2013, there was this craze about boneless chicken. So KFC had boneless chicken breasts, and Roz and Mocha are fascinated with the boneless chicken. And at the time, they thought, like, oh my God, this is crazy. How you need the bone? Like, how can you just have boneless chicken? That's terrible.
Okay. We're talking boneless chicken from 2013.
Roz and Mocha Retro 2013.
I was just going to say there's a war on bones going on, but that made it sound weird coming out of my mouth.
A war on bones?
So I'm reading a story over the weekend. I love few things in life I love more than fried chicken.
Okay.
Right? Always have. Mm-hmm. Always have. I know you're a huge fan of fried chicken.
Of course. Why? 'Cause I'm brown?
Well, no, that's super racist, by the way.
It is.
That's not what I meant at all.
What if I hated fried chicken?
Well, then you say you hate fried chicken, and then we move on to something else. But you don't. You love it.
I love it.
I know,
Oh,
exactly.
so good.
Thank you for upholding the stereotype. So, I guess because the generation is changing.
Yeah.
And kids that grew up on McNuggets and chicken fingers are no longer going into places like KFC and buying actual chicken. Nobody wants bones.
Oh.
So KFC in the States, it hasn't happened up here yet, but KFC in the States is now selling, you can buy a bucket of like boneless chicken. Basically,
oh, really?
Yeah,
That's so
basically
fun.
they've taken all their chicken and sort of replicated it in size and quantity.
Yeah.
And they're just making boneless versions of it now. Because
Well, that means you're getting more chicken.
It doesn't mean you're getting more chicken. It doesn't at all. It's the same sort of size pieces.
Oh.
But I don't know how you get brown meat, because some people like the brown meat.
Sure do.
You're so weird. But I don't know how you replicate the brown meat, because you really have to dig at those little brown pieces to try and get the good stuff off it.
That's what she said.
Shut up. You're so weird. Have a conversation, for God's sake, with me.
I'm trying.
But they said because people aren't buying bones anymore. Like, people are going in who have grown up on nuggets and chicken strips, and they're going into places like KFC, and they're not, what they're asking for is, can you give me a bucket of just the patty from the Big Crunch sandwich?
Oh!
Because they don't want bones anymore. It's so inconvenient now for people to eat around a bone that they can't do it anymore.
Get over yourself.
Yeah, nobody wants the bones in their mouth. Nobody wants to pick through it with their fingers. They want to type on one hand and then eat a boneless piece of chicken with the other hand.
Stupid.
You think that's stupid?
Yes.
Really? Why? Because you're old school?
Yes.
Yeah?
Who cares? Sometimes you just gotta...
What's that, Maury? I know. I think it's a great idea too.
Really?
Yeah. Don't get me wrong, because here's my thing when I order a bucket of chicken from anywhere. I don't like drumsticks.
Why?
because they're just terrible. You get that big giant tendon that runs up the middle of it. It's not a great piece of chicken, the drumstick. And I like wings. And
love wings.
And I don't like those. I don't even know what it is. Maybe the thigh or something like that. I'm just not a huge fan of that. So I wind up sitting there on the phone, going through and customizing my bucket of chicken, which is not good. Maury.
Without the bone, you don't get gristle, and gristle is the worst part of the bone.
Yeah. Now the downfall with this, and this is where I may jump on your side here. The problem is once you have boneless chicken, the thing you also lose is the skin.
Oh, why do you lose the skin?
Because there's no skin on a boneless filet of chicken.
No, that's skinless boneless. You just said boneless.
No, this is boneless, skinless, and then they just put like a batter around it. It's basically like fish and chips.
Oh,
basically, it's giant chicken strips is what the world wants.
Don't like.
That's what the world wants, though.
No, they don't.
They don't want bones.
But they want their skin.
I know. Listen, I don't know how this is working. What did you just record Maury saying?
Oh, God help me.
It's a terrible day for you so far, huh, Maury?
Oh, it started out peachy clean.
You're wearing like a Fonzarelli jacket today.
I'm just waiting for.
Hey.
He's got the collar on and everything. I'm just waiting for Maury to go. Hey.
It's very weird that.
But when you say it, Maury, it's like. Hey.
But they want their skin. They want their skin.
It's weird to hear that would be a thing because it's just so regular now. Like boneless chicken is just a thing. Although I'm not a big fan.
Chicken breast usually came with bones?
But KFC, you would have the wings. They were boneless chicken wings.
Oh, I'm talking about, aren't chicken breasts just no bones?
Yeah, but at KFC, the wings, the drumsticks.
Yeah, but at KFC, okay, got it. I was confused. I got really lost for a second. I'm like, but at the grocery store, anyways.
All right. Also in 2013, any thoughts on men sitting down to pee? Anybody?
I now have to do that because we just wallpapered my bathroom.
What are you doing in there?
No, but I used to stand to pee.
What do you
So
miss?
were you hitting the wall?
Like Matthew's very concerned that what if it hits the bowl and bounces onto our new wallpaper. So he's like, can you please learn to sit to pee so there's no splash on the new wallpaper?
Okay, we're going to come back to that in a second.
Yeah.
In this clip, Roz was caught peeing, sitting down and peeing by Catherine. He was very embarrassed. And then Maury, you took to the streets, not surprisingly, and asked people about peeing. Men sitting down and
You're
peeing.
in trouble if you don't sit to
There
pee.
It is. I knew it was coming. I knew it was. Here's this clip from 2013.
Roz and Mocha Retro 2013.
So we sent Dammit Maury out on the street. If you missed the show earlier, just to fill you in, my girlfriend Catherine caught me in the bathroom last week doing the worst thing that a guy can be caught doing by his girlfriend.
It's so gross.
Which is my girlfriend Catherine caught me sitting down to pee.
Oh, yeah, it's so gross.
And it was the most emasculating moment of my life, and she hasn't looked at me right since.
Oh, yeah, it's so gross.
And I felt like I let her down as a man. I really did.
You did.
She was horrified at the sight.
She should be.
Oh, yeah, it's so gross.
I worked so hard. I was so tired that it's just a chance for me to take a little break sometimes.
Take a break
That's
on the couch.
it.
Sit on the couch.
You shut up.
Go to the basement. Go to the bedroom. Lie down.
I would like you to have my back side on this, Mocha.
Oh, yeah, it's so gross.
Stop
Anyway,
it.
so Dammit Maury hit the streets. Here's what happened.
All right, we're going to prove once and for all that you are absolutely the only one that does this. And if so, you're in trouble. Get it? Hi, what's your name?
Amanda.
If you had a man in your life and you went to the bathroom and he was sitting down to pee, is that the most unsexiest thing?
There's something very emasculating about that. I just feel like I was with a toddler or something.
I'll tell you, Roz of the Roz and Mocha Show sits down to pee.
Hold on.
You're a brave man.
Stop for a
admitting-
second. I never said I exclusively sit to pee. I said I did it once and Catherine caught me. Make it sound like an epidemic. Sorry, Mocha. I apologize.
I have to tell you, Roz of the Roz and Mocha Show sits down to pee.
You're a brave man for admitting that.
Is it the most emasculating thing ever for a man to sit down and pee? Is that wrong? Because Roz just admitted on the air that that's what he does. He sits and pees.
You know, so let your freak flag fly, baby.
Is it the unsexiest thing ever to see a man, like if you had a boyfriend or husband, you go into the bathroom and he's sitting down to pee? Is that the most unsexiest thing ever?
If you're comfortable with them, no. You got to do what you got to do.
Okay, hi, what's your name?
Kiera.
Is that the most unsexiest thing ever for a man? Like if you walked into the bathroom and you saw your man sitting to pee, is that unsexy?
I would have to say yes. I think so.
Oh.
So it's emasculating maybe a little bit.
I guess so. I never thought men sat down to pee to begin with.
If you walked in the bathroom and you saw like your boyfriend or husband, you saw him sitting to pee, is that a really unsexy thing?
Probably so.
Oh.
Yeah, I probably feel some kind of way about that. I would think it's kind of weird.
What do you have to say if I told you that Roz of the Roz and Mocha Show sits to pee?
When you got money, you can do whatever you want to do, right?
You think it's a money thing, and that's why he sits to pee? Is because, oh, I'm rich, I'm going to sit.
Yeah, I'm rich and I sit.
Maybe it is. Maybe it is a money thing.
Yeah, either that or
I just feel like I was with a toddler or something.
Okay, back to you.
So now you're being forced to sit to pee?
I'm more concerned that you didn't get my joke. Before
I don't
we
get
played the
90%
clip.
of your jokes,
I
Maury.
said
But
you're
I mean,
in trouble.
oh, like urine.
Thank you
Got
for
it.
explaining
Okay.
it to me.
Sorry.
God, you said it.
We're gone. Bye, guys.
Thanks for listening to the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Catch the guys live
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10
on Kiss 92.5
KISS925.com
or download the Seeker app.